Is the continued divide between Trump and the Federal Reserve putting us all behind the curve yet again? Can the Fed take the right action at the right time, or are we going to be looking at a potential economic slowdown? And what does all of that ultimately mean for your savings? Well, you may want to consider diversifying with gold through the Birch Gold Group. For decades, gold has been viewed as a safe haven in times of economic stagnation, global uncertainty, and high inflation. The Birch Gold Group makes it incredibly easy for you to diversify some of your savings into gold. For instance, if you have an IRA or an old 401k, you can convert that into a tax-sheltered IRA in physical gold, or you can simply buy gold outright and keep it in your home safe. First, though, get educated. The Birch Gold Group will send you a free information kit on gold simply by texting the word America to the number 989898. Again, just text the word America to the number 989898 for that free information kit. Consider diversifying a portion of your savings into gold. That way, if the Fed can't stay ahead of the curve for the country, at least you can stay ahead for yourself. Terrence Bates here with your Real America's Voice news break. President Trump is set to deliver remarks from the Oval Office at any moment now. All of this in advance of his trip to Alaska tomorrow to meet Russian President Vladimir Putin. The two are set to discuss the years-long war between Russia and Ukraine and hopefully begin a plan to end it. Earlier this morning, the commander-in-chief met with national security advisors and received an intelligence briefing. During his upcoming media availability, the 47th president will likely address his meeting with Vladimir Putin and conversations he's had with other stakeholders, including Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and other European leaders. However, he'll also address what's arguably the biggest domestic issue at the moment, namely the federal takeover of Washington, D.C. Keep it right here on Real America's Voice. We'll have live coverage of the president's remarks the moment he takes the podium. As for tomorrow's summit in Alaska, the president seems to be cautiously optimistic about the potential outcome.
There's a very good chance that we're going to have a second meeting, which will be more productive than the first, because the first is I'm going to find out where we are and what we're doing. Again, this is Biden's war. This isn't my war. He got us into this thing, and it should have never happened. This war would have never happened if I were president. But it is what it is, and I'm here to fix it.
If Vladimir Putin does not agree to stop the war after your meeting on Friday,
yes, they will. Yeah.
What will the consequences
There will be
be?
consequences.
Sanctions, tariffs?
There will be. I don't have to say. There will be very severe consequences.
And while President Trump isn't being specific about the scope of the consequences he mentioned, it is assumed that tariffs and sanctions would be part of that would be the first resort. Real America's Voice White House correspondent Brian Glenn will be on the ground in Alaska covering tomorrow's summit. Make sure to count on Rav for live, up-to-date reporting as things unfold. President Trump plans to ask Congress to extend federal control of Washington, D.C.'s police force beyond the next 30 days. The president also says congressional action could serve as a model to take control of other cities. Democrat-run cities like Chicago have been mentioned as potential cities for a takeover, given their massive crime problems. 47's expansion plans come after D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser and Attorney General Pam Bondi met earlier this week. The AG describes the meeting as productive, saying, quote, "We agreed that there's nothing more important than keeping residents and tourists in Washington, D.C. safe from deadly crime."
I think this is going to be a good effort. It's going to be an effort that's supported by both teams, the Metropolitan Police Department as well as our federal partners. As you know, we work daily with them. What we've done at this point is we have provided the team, the administrator, with a strategic plan on how we will provide resources around our city. I think it's something that is doable. We know that we have to get illegal guns off of our street, and if we have this influx or enhanced presence, it's going to make our city even better.
It's still not clear, though, how 47's takeover of the D.C. Police Department will be replicated elsewhere. Dozens of accused Mexican cartel members from Mexico's two dominant organized crime groups are on U.S. soil this morning and preparing to face justice for their alleged crimes. Here's some video of an exchange from earlier this year. Mexico's Attorney General and Security Ministry confirmed that 26 high-profile targets have been arrested. That's a quick check.